Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So that's got things underway. More and more pressure on the ball here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Picked out brilliant, and the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Brazil can try it again now. Corner number 2 then. Oh, great ball! Fernando Torres. That's Nedved. And now they can spring out of defence. And they're on him in a flash. And that's gone loose. Mbappe! Oh, that's well spotted. Czech punts it upfield. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nedved.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Here's Felt. Has a go! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nedved plays it short. Oh, he's found him in space. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Nedved is offering a wry smile there.
Milan have their second corner now. Messi goes short.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And it's Thuram. Messi. He's got the shot away! They've got to be quick to recover this. That's really well cleared. Still goalless at the moment. Bergomi. Oh, great! And Messi! He's got space in the area!
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press.
He's had a hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. Albertini, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Milan do have a chance to counter here. Nedved has a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their third corner. Messi with the short one. Messi! Goal! Milan! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Luis Suarez. And here's Messi. And Messi! Nedved. Kaká. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fernando Torres. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good take in a good area. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Messi. Decent hit! Fernando Torres. There's the hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Cleared without complication. Kaká, great position here. Oh, shooting chance! He scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Thuram. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, easy pickings there. Messi. Messi! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Invitiamo tutti I tifosi a dare il proprio contributo alla nostra fondazione per l'aiuto alle popolazioni più povere. Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 23, Fernando Torres.
Here we go again then.
Lascia il campo per il numero
Well, this half
22.
might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And they've got rid. Messi. Bale. That's an excellent interception. Messi. Shot chance! Vieira tries to clear. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Albertini. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Goes down, but nothing given. Referee's given a throw. Zanetti. And it's Nedved. Now it's Mbappe. And he welcomes it in. Great hit! And And they are cruising away.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control. Pinches it off him. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953
No, that was never going to make it. Zanetti. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Now it's Bale. Chipped through. Nice ball, and he's in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Backward it goes. Looking for the runner. Can he finish? Now, how often do you see that?
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Now it's Totti. Oh, delightful ball. Now it's Totti. And that has put paid to that. Vieira. Driving forward. Drogba shapes to shoot! That's played into space. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Brazil finding their passes. And here's Drogba. Kaká. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And Messi! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tot. There's the shot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Brazil certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Stood up well to him there. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And now the breakaway. Nedved. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Drogba is flagged offside. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Hullet. And he's intervened well there. Zanetti. Kaká, who's steaming forward. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Now the finish! He has done it! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
So,
17.
third corner of the game.
Kaká viene sostituito con il numero 11.
Vieri gets it away. Totti hits one! That's another chance! Sticks it away! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. The action has already started. And that's really well manoeuvred. Thuram cuts it out. Looks a good ball through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that... And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's quick to get it clear again.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
Pirlo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bale. It's Bale! Messi. Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! And now a sudden chance to counter. Araujo gets over and intercepts. First quarter of an hour gone. Suarez receives it in a good position here. He's going for goal! Messi, very much a man of this moment. Still goalless at the moment. Eto'o. Modric. Oh, perfectly measured that. Eto'o! Goal, Milan! First blood drawn. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Messi. And Messi! And he comes up trumps again.
Messi clearly thought he'd done enough. The save was like a bolt from the blue.
Brazil have their second corner now. And he gets rid in a hurry. Bale. Terrific header! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Thuram. And back to the keeper they go. Maldini calmly anticipates. And here's Bale.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Great ball, big chance! He scores! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Messi. Oh, what a pass! And the finish! Messi. Vieira with a definite foul there. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. Bale. Bale! Goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? It's a sharp pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Albertini. And he's chosen to go back. Luis Suarez. He's had a hit! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he's had it nicked away. Bale. Pirlo.
Ci saranno 3
Done
minuti di
delicately.
recupero.
Bale couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Zanetti. Rummenigge. Shot a goal! He scored!
Eto'o very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal.
And the whistle goes for half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che per la vostra sicurezza è in funzione un sistema di telecamere. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11. Viene sostituito con il numero 9.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Eto'o. Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Maldini gets across to intercept that. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a very decent ball. And the shot! Really well taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they...
Decent hit! Oh, taken with style! Back to within one. Interesting. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Brazil get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Messi.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Bergomi gets good distance on it. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Bale. And it's Albertini. Eto'o, foot in. And the pass is intercepted. Modric. Kaká. Interesting ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Vieira. Well, played right into his path. Chance to shoot now, and he's in on goal. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, well played. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 19. Modric. Lascia il campo per il numero 6.
And it's Baggio. Xavi wins the duel this time. Ronaldinho. Roberto Baggio just eases him off the ball.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Played back in. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Can he put it away? It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Suarez is flagged offside.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Maldini. Drogba. And the counter is on. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now that's well seen too. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bergomi cuts out the pass.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now it's Luis Suarez. And Shevchenko! And he's heaved it away. And it's Gullit. Luis Suarez. No messing. And that will be the final act. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Bayern, so often Germany's indisputable champions, the preeminent force of our day, looking to impose itself once more. And already we're underway here. And Messi!
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Moved on forwards. And here's Messi. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So, a breakthrough already. Cafu. And Gvardiol. Cafu. Gvardiol. And it's Deco. Costa Curta. It's Bergkamp. Brazil leading here. It's Inzaghi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pirlo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Great ball if he can get there. Messi.
Whatever happens, That's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bergkamp. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Inzaghi. David Villa. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And the keeper's given it away. And here's Inzaghi. Can he finish? Now, that is commitment to the cause. Deco goes short. Neymar takes control of it and Neymar! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
That is a great... Messi! Goal! Brazil! And they're back in front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Brazil get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Pass somewhat off target. Albertini. And it's Bale. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Guardiola. Bayern Munich applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Albertini. Luis Suarez. Brazil are looking to break at pace. Messi. Looking wide. Played into space out wide. Guardiola. Cafu. Rice. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Great position. It's Inzaghi! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Bergkamp. Chance for the header! It's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening.
The goal scorer
Bayern Munich clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, good. And the shots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bale has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Cafu, and it's Bergkamp, and it's Neymar. Good spot, he's seen the run. Maldini. Vieira. Albertini. Messi looking to penetrate opposition line. Luis Suarez! There was plenty of power on that. Cafu. And back to the goalkeeper. Gvardiol. And it's Bergkamp. Bale. Rice. Costa Curta. Adams.
There will be 3 minutes
Costa Curta.
added time.
Adams. Cafu. And Gvardiol. Cafu. Now Bergkamp. Maldini gets across to intercept that. And the half-time whistle goes. Brazil come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead.
This is a lost
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
Brazil get the second half going. Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's got away. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he welcomes it in. Bergkamp, who does have an assist to his name. Gvardiol. Adams. Costa Curta. David Villa, who played through for the wide man. David Villa going face-to-face with his great rival. And Adams. Costa Curta. Throw in. Pirlo. It's a decent clearance. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Albertini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's had a shot! Goal! Brazil! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
After 60 minutes is number 18, Gareth Bale.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bergkamp. David Villa gets a good foot in there. And it's Messi. Bale. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Inzaghi. Engages and forces him off the ball. Thuram. Vieira. Albertini. Adams cuts out the pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi. Quality ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Maldini was in no mood for any of that. Bale. He's had it taken off him. That's really well manoeuvred.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Can he get it through? Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Cafu. And it's Neymar. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's going for goal! He should have put that one away.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Cafu. Rice. Cafu. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Luis Suarez. He rises! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Adams. Now Costa Curta. Albertini. And it's Messi. Bale. Real has a goal!
Brazil probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Now it's Neymar. Terrific header! He scores! Dying minutes, and we're all square again! What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Bayern Munich choosing to make the first change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Pirlo. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Albertini. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's that. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the Regional Police Department.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. João Cancelo couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Bale! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
There's the header! Oh, that's a brilliant save! And that has been clubbed away. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. Vieira. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Pirlo. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And here's Musiala. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Still goalless. Messi. Albertini. That has ended up in no man's land. João Cancelo. Now it's Messi. And he's running. He's had a hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And it's been taken short. And it's Bergomi. Luis Suarez. Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Header! Cleared without complication. Pirlo could try cutting inside here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Vasco da Gama clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Bale. Great position here. And the header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They've played it short, and it's Bergomi. He's going for goal! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Pirlo wins the duel this time. Can he finish? Goal! Brazil!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, and he's through the middle. That's been intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, played through for the wide man. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. And the shot! He's got a goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Aos 42 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 11.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And the finish! No mistake! A goal at a really telling moment.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Camisa 42.
Vasco da Gama get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one.
It's Luis Suarez! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Suarez just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Rodri. Oh, he's been caught napping. It's Kimmich. Musiala. There's the crossfield ball. It's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Albertini. Well, that's beautifully weighted. João Cancelo. And the half-time whistle goes. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Brazil head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. That gets things going for the second half. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini. Araujo. And it's Maldini. It's Bergomi. Vieira. And it's Pirlo. Luis Suarez. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Fiddles it through, and the flag has stayed down. Now it's great hit! He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
This has become one superb game of football.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a goal was kicked, and I still haven't moved. We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Musiala! That is good strength. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to get it clear. Nicely spread. Messi. Tries a shot!
Público presente na partida de hoje.
Reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Messi plays it short. And he's in Vieira! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Vinicius Junior. Rodri. Mbappe. He's onside. And he's there to clear it. Albertini. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Alaba. Rodri. It's Vinicius Junior. Kimmich. Nesta. And he's been shifted off it. Alexander-Arnold. It's gone for a throw-in.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 2, camisa 11, camisa 14.
That is lovely.
Camisa 18, camisa 8. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 23.
Bergomi.
Ronaldinho.
Rex Maldini.
Camisa 20. Neymar.
Araujo.
Camisa 7. Camisa 9. Camisa 6.
Now Ronaldinho. And it's Drogba. Musiala looking to add to his goal. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi is in space and looking for options.
Vasco da Gama merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Kimmich. João Cancelo. Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. Oh, it's come loose. Here's the delivery. Tries to get it clear. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Ronaldinho, and it's Gullit.
Footballing with usually identifies with...
He's got the shot away! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Camisa 9.
Brazil take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, that's nice. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Plays a delicate ball. Gullit in acres of space out wide. And that will be the final act. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Mbappe! Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply...
He's having a go! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Bastoni. Nuno Mendes. It's Bernardo Silva. It's a really well-measured ball. Ainsby. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Climbs up big! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's being shifted off it. Bernardo Silva. Caicedo. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads, and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And it's Petit. It's out for a goal kick. Vieira. Maldini. Bergomi. Maldini. Albertini. Still goalless at the moment. And it's Maldini. And Araujo. And it's Thuram. That'll be a throw-in. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Straight header, made it look easy.
Yeah, the header was very good, but assessment and timing were key factors in opening up the possibility.
Camisa 2.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Petit. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Danielson looking to get on the end of this. Thuram. Pirlo. Albertini. And he's looking to catch him up. Albertini. And Araujo. And it's Pirlo. Oh, a delicate chip. Terrific header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. Pedri getting this one clear. And he's heaved it away. And here's Messi.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pedri. And it's Bale. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pedri. Nuno Mendes. Adams. And it's Petit. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Danielson. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Mbappe!
Brazil can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Nuno Mendes. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Messi.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Bernardo Silva. Danielson. Pedri looking to run onto it. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's been cut out, well played. Danielson. Thuram. And it's Vieira. And the keeper's got it again. Araujo, a player who needs no introduction. Albertini might just make this. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Brazil head in, having made the crucial breakthrough, and to that end there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Danielson, he's picked his way through. Bernardo Silva. Pirlo. And here's Mbappe. Pressure coming in from all directions. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! That's a half-decent try.
Mohamed Salah has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Adams. And it's Bernardo Silva. Mohamed Salah.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pirlo. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Mbappe. Caicedo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Araujo. Thuram. And Araujo. And here's Mbappe. Vieira simply refused to be outdone there. Albertini. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Bale. He's been picked out. Oh, that's fabulous. Albertini. Luis Suarez. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Bernardo Silva. Pedri. To Danielson.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He could be in here. Mbappe. Danielson providing an outlet on that flank. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Bergkamp. Vieira. And it's Vieira. Brazil looking to pass their way through. Bale. Caicedo. And Bastoni. Nuno Mendes. Brazil leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. And here's Bernardo Silva. No foul, says the referee. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Luis Suarez.
Brazil probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Petit. And it's Salah. He has found the way through. It's Salah!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And that's aimed into the middle. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Maldini with the clearance. Mbappe. Goalkeeper's ball. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Albertini claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Goes down, but nothing given. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a nicely measured pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Mbappe. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, a team's spine so often starts with Manuel Neuer. The moniker of sweeper keeper often hides another strength of his, which is his distribution, one that always puts his teammates on a positive footing.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Albertini wins the duel this time. Palmer. And it's Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Great work on the overlap. In comes the corner. Palmer with the short one. Foden. And the shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Brazil are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Vieira. Foden. Palmer. He's in. Great chance! There it is!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
E o gol! Aos 18 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 24.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Pirlo in towards the back stick. That has been knocked clear. And they've got a throw. Oh, that's well done, really robust. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Palmer.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nicely spread. Foden. Foden unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Picked out, great hit! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Brazil clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Brazil grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Foden. Vieira. Out of play for a goal kick. Bergomi, Maldini, Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That's Maldini, and it's Bergomi. To Thuram. Pirlo, opts for safety. To Maldini, and it's Vieira. Now it's Bale. Now it's Messi. Albertini. Foden. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Defending of the desperate variety. And that was very necessary. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, strongly challenged there. Foden has created one goal already. Vieira. Palmer. Dixon. Palmer looking to add to his goal. He's in space and looking for options.
2 minutos de acréscimo.
And he's gone backward here. Now the finish! Albertini. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Brazil head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And so we're off again. Hernandez. Mbappe. Bellingham, big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Vieira. That's Thuram. Araujo. Moved on forwards. And it's Pirlo. Always onto this. And he's in on goal. Luis Suarez. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
That should get the job done. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Palmer. And it's Vieira. Over to the left. And he's intervened well there. Albertini. Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. Interesting ball. Shot. Can he finish? It's in!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Gol marcado para o Brasil. Aos 11 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 14.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Mbappe.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
71.649
And here's a chance.
espectadores.
It's out for a goal kick. Hernandez. Beckenbauer. It's Bellingham. Beckenbauer. Costa Curta. And Dixon. Foden. Palmer.
That was lovely, that.
And he's managed to get free. Foden. Vieira. Hit into the middle. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Mbappe. Cristiano. He's got the shot away! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Maldini. And Araujo. Maldini. And it's Thuram. Vieira. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
And it's Messi.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mbappe. Has a look and plays it forward. Vieira. Pirlo. Messi. Brazil looking to pass their way through. Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Pirlo. He gets big. Has another go. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to get it away.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Very much into the last knockings. And here's Mbappe. 2 minutes to be added on. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Hernandez. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hernandez is wide and looking to get onto this. And that is as far as it goes. Brazil have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Luis Suarez claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, what a climb! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Played into space out wide. And it's been given away. He's shifting through the gears. A mighty effort! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Now it's Luis Suarez. He is through here. Gullit did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Thuram. Lazio finding their passes. Well, that looks a decent ball. There's a sharp little ball here. That is a brilliant interception. Drogba. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Bergomi. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's got away. Drogba. He's had a shot. Oh, what has happened here? Lazio with the corner, they're first. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Here's the ball in. Araujo gets it away. And here's Roberto Carlos. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, this is a great position. Good challenge, excellent challenge. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looks a good ball through. That has been cut short. And it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. He can run onto that.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Terrific header! Goal! Lazio! devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Aos 30 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 9.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Same again, same outcome.
Brazil really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Great defending, strong and determined. Drogba. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely intercepted. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That pass has been well intercepted. Albertini. Oh, super find.
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for it.
And Messi! And that certainly packed a punch. Rijkaard. Now that's well seen too. Bale. Bale! And he comes up trumps again.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see.
It's their second corner of the game. Good-looking ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Luis Suarez. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bullet. So what can they make of this?
Foram indicados
It's Ronaldinho.
2 minutos de acréscimo.
Just the keeper to beat! And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. And if the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the second half gets underway.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Serginho. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Tries to get it clear. Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Bale really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Bale. It's Bale! Oh, just wide.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
And he cuts out the supply. Pirlo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they were... Now the finish! He has done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Brazil, a big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
No, that was never going to make it. And it's Bale. Almost an hour gone.
71.649 espectadores.
Pirlo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
He's intervened well there. Now it's Messi. Serginho. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Pirlo looking to get on the end of this. Messi. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Lazio look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 11. Camisa
Drogba.
18.
Oh, he's onto this. Now it's Bellingham.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa
Thumps it
23.
clear.
Ronaldinho. Camisa 6. Camisa 24. Camisa 17. Camisa 7.
And here's Neymar. And it's Rijkaard. Foot in.
Lazio showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making.
And it's Drogba.
Shot a goal! Goal! Lazio!
Into the lead once more.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows. So concentration is key from here.
Lazio do have a chance to counter here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. Chance!
Brazil need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. And they're quick to get it back. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Xavi. Thinks one through. Neymar.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. That's the end. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Brazil just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Bayern, so often Germany's indisputable champions, the preeminent force of our day, looking to impose itself once more. The action has already started. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
And that's gone loose. No foul, says the referee. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Luis Suarez. Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Haaland, strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
He's looking wide. So that's deflected behind for a corner. Vieira attempts a clearance. It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind.
Well, someone I'm really looking forward to seeing is one of a kind, El Diego. The word legend is badly overused in our world, Peter, but he qualifies with room to spare. An absolute genius.
Yeah, just watching the guy play is a thrill. He's so different, just brilliantly different.
Can beat teams pretty much on his own.
Albertini. Now it's Messi. Now it's Haaland. Threads one in. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mbappe. There he goes, motoring forward. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Belly. He is wide and looking to get onto this. Pirlo. Steaming on goalwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a shade optimistic. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bayern Munich applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Cleared away. Played it again. Oh, that was vital. Hernandez. Rodri. And Alexander-Arnold. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Bellingham. Maradona. It's Maradona! Haaland finds himself offside. Rodri. Bellingham. Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Araujo. And it's Bergomi. And here's Mbappe. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, hits one! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
The goal scorer after 44 minutes.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Vieira. And it's Messi. And he thumps it clear. And we've reached half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
De Ligt has given away a free kick. Albertini. Rodri.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple...
Big chance! Messi! Messi looking sharp there. That's really well cleared. Vieira. Nice sequence of passes, this. Lewis. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mbappe. Chance here to counter. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, and he's through the middle. Maradona shapes to shoot! He has done it! Two to the good! They have breathing space! There was to be only one outcome.
After 57
Yeah, he
minutes,
always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Diego Maradona! Diego Maradona!
Bayern Munich are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Now it's Bale. Looks for the finish. Oh, that is beyond special. A worldie and a half. A finish right from the top draw.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Number 18, Gareth Bale!
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
That has been knocked clear. Keeper's dealt with that. And here's Beckham. Thuram clears it away. Beckham with the short one. Albertini gets rid without sophistication. Oh, lovely bit of skill. It's Maradona! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Maradona really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold. He's played him through. Vieira. More and more pressure on the ball here. Maradona proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Wriggles his way through. He came in hard, very hard. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Bayern Munich clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Maradona. Bergomi was in no mood for any of that. Luis Suarez. Oh, this is a very good run. Pirlo providing an outlet on that flank. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Messi plays it short. Throw-in. Bayern Munich can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Benzema coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Substitution on the field, number 9, Erling Haaland. Coming on the field is number 18,
Small kick.
Benzema.
Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field, number 5.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Is number 26.
Punched away.
Pedri. Substitution in progress.
Pirlo. And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Maradona. Beckham. Rodri.
It's looking good from here. It simply has to remain error-free now.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer. And De Ligt. Pedri. Maradona. We are into stoppage time. Araujo, a player who needs no introduction. And that's it. Brazil were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. But in the end, they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Your reflections then, Jim?
Brazil really will be deflated by the result, not just because they lost, but the manner of this defeat, Peter.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.